Mame and me Ghana month atare fefe ya kuyaskis ejiji amameno wa woni tua se kuyaskis die ono amu wontwen Ghana dada anase wontwen se match bedru na yedi Ghana month Friday bia obesiesi fefe enti Ghana month ba ye nso die o se we die edem pepe penti wa ofia o se ya atade ifata kuyaskis no eye Ghana he ya made in Ghana enti we die where Ghana for me Busumi any every Friday. Kuyaski's Ewo McCarthy Hill Junction. Oni JE University no edi enimshe. Friend 020-836-4729 020-836-4729 or best sort out simple cra Facebook and Instagram Kuyaski's Ewo KUYASKIS sorted. We tinye so dear obasi ho na utinye search ahoma fefe enwa ni Z-Nails and Beauty mama Z-Nails ebesisi uti ho amaw na wa ho sisi ni wa ho fama no edimu. Friend was 055-3738-201 055-3738-201 or was Specters Ecobank Echiwa Friday so kra koye grooming kakra nails no kwa obeye wonsa ti manicure pedicure ni nyina cosmetic shop enso ewo and afi zikente enso ehihye lie ti ukohwa ni nyina wo ye sorted mama menua bema Bra Felix Kweku Amponsa owo eye Olam Ghana wo Olam Ghana Olam Food yema belated happy birthday Bra Kweku nyame nhyira eje ku na Oxford family efrel eniti ma Mary eni Gladys ejewa me wo mu yidie utimu se G wo baby G wo na Lady G enso ewo mu ye nyina de ye kan se eje ku nyame nhyira na oma onkwatenten Sunday we die munye sitting na mu invite me kakra titia ekwani mu atene sa no ene ye nkomo no de wani tua February ansana February ebekọ na wieye no na wotwetwa mu ni mu na oh my God na mra chebedwafie emra na wo mu edi eho edwuma na sabre no na afi no wo hwe na abeye mra ya edi mfie mienu wo ofisi wonom de koe na chese 2021 ti mfie miensampo ne sa ewo mra chebedwafie honum ya afedie eje nya bedru ya emra chebedwafie fo agitumu emra no yesese bedi mu a gise yetintimu wi amampani edi ne chodua esiso saa emra we na eho nsem no doso pa enti entonto no wotwe ye nanso eye dani a na esese emra ne ba woni tua emra wo se ebe kire ye kwan a ebe boa yen ama ketemusem ye hu sedie enipa di ketemusem na wodini yie na wodinani die mu ene kokoamu ene kwampa so na afa ye de ahye Ghana abusua ene ya setena mu kena enunti Human Sexual Rights and Ghanaian Family Values Bill samra nasem na yetwa ne ti a yesi anti-LGBTQ eho emra ena wonum tintimye enti na de aka ne se wonum de bekwa mampani de ne twedua asiso enane na wotwe yehia emrahye bedwafiefo nwotwe no a woka wadwene se ho a wo mo ede saa ensusue ba ye se emrahye bedwafiefo nye saa mra no enti na chese sponsors no yehia ye Saudai emrahye bedwani honorable Godson Roxen Nelson Dafiamapo ema woche se afekra no moye corrections nsiesie kakra wom ansa na akotoma mpani puno so afedie yes diplomatic community edwa wo mo kasa edie nkurasesem na mu ye ni asia yeti enye nkurasesem ni yeyi mu enye nkurasesem kakra omusi mwaka achi mu de ani biaba na mu hu we de be ha yen ye ni mu nkita hudie eni esei yeti ya yesi ashe ohwe sikasem so atwokrata akoma mampani onimonyafo be mamua Ghana pani a udi nkan fansa nhyase o kai bosia na ye agye no wodo nsa hyase a ekombekuma yesika bi mma entie ne adwenhu biem aya ne se ye futuo ebi mo se sabre no no mo prepe ya adwene entie ne sa nkomo no nyina na ebedie aya ne se ye futuo aya ne se ye adwenkyere ade ya kyen ya mampanisi wo me ma diplomatic efuo yi afihyiapa osi o mate semre bisa enya medru me pono so nanso anu mpo no masan so ate se Ghana ni bi asem hia no no pa asem hu wo de court enti monka makoma ntom yam Ghana nan na chinchire mu da ya yonkofa no se de etia na tie na enu so de Ghana force hei mampani udi ana ukanwe ana uchiri eni esomu e de enu waye yi we de wanye ni ye woto nso na gu de asa wa hyem we Ghana mamre na nkrofo ade no kura nkoda nanim eno ho se nkoda nanim wanye wo kan ho asam wa ye dan eni said them honorable tie yi levi na edru ne puno so a enu wo san yenti o ka che say court nti entwen court se sen afa die ade chen ye nso a court no so san na nipa no kura nyanko ye ti ade chen ye ma ne bo awia be ye donko ansa na ensamtwo ni bi osan eye mranim ni enso de ko ye se court ensi mampani kwan se memo mfa ne twodua no ensi so eni enu nso hey ojamom nsesi idea baby ayewo efa LGBTQ no hono no na sesi ano said ayen ekoma bem enti anope economist fo ne beba se mampani san na ekom nkuyen agreement no ye ni IMF ne World Bank fo no call ye no enu nso wo mu bia na ebia ne yenim enu ntia na afei nso ye ne amanonefo ne ye nanfofo ye nkita hodie enti omo nim de wo international relations ne so ebebem na enu nso ye busa se enu nso ye nka no sen ana efise bi mu ye argument se untimi nwa amienu ewa abruchire emretia Ghana ha nka utimi wa amienu ya mamre ma ho kwan nso fi ha unti ukọ no mu untimi nye ne sa adenti ena eno omo amamere no beye ohaw amaya amamere nti yesan wo Ghana manti mu de ene na chese woni tua e wo se eno so ye kanka ho afi asem no se si ani ntonto ni nyina kwaye mra nti lawyer na tie yi na no ye tie lawyer baako ye hwe eno kakra na so ye mra asem ne ye kan mra ne ye tintim na kofa we nyina aba ti lawyer so ebeboa yen na yate ho ase na fe mra che bedwafie no so eni enim se mampani kura kan se efimu ni nyina gitumu na chese ye bipartisan omu nyina de ba ko a we de omu mienu nyina adwen ko benkrum no na so eduru ba bi no ase ebi mu ponpon omu hu firi ho ena de hin na ye hawo no de ntina nkrofo consensus omu de baaye no omanti wo mani anhwe na nka omanfa ankom efisesesi anu de ye hawo ne kese pa no eye asotwen se de ntina sese ye de obi a ye pese wo sesa efi ni suma mone ho ekoto afiase ebisi na nkrofo osi ba asibra enso wo mo kra enso wo mo da afiase ti sesi anu a yesi yenhwe ne ye pese ye correct wo mo nti miafo wo mo nko afiase no sa no wo mo nso wo mo si ba asibra no nso wo mo de no ye beye ne den enkomo no beye ni kapa enti ene lawyer Edwin Kusi Apia we private legal practitioner ono na yemre nim ya obeboaye wo emranse mu lawyer wo studio ma mu nim se wo kokko kurante ne se nu nkomo na ebe ni jaso na wenya kwan akọ nti memu sanse na Ghana mant na mu de mama lawyer and African pacho okọ court dressing no de o ma choro wo mranim se de se so siesie ni hofa nti eno no honorable Ahmed Ibrahim banda mrashe bedwani na ono so de o she kaftan made in Ghana ye be call zoom any phone so no Sheikh Arimiya Shaibu kasama for my chief imam and ye Prof Vladimir Enchidanso international relations expert now we dean Emma Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College afi Prof John Gachi and so dean University of Cape Coast Business School and me papa Reverend Dr. Kwabena Opuni Frempong CCID Christian or Alliance for Christian Africa wono kaneno General Secretary Christian Council of Ghana inti ene wa wo hwa utimu se efie no abomu apa papa lawyer alaya for ye chia mo say
from me, Unia Beva.
Minia Beva, and your Minia Fishiapa.
I think committee.
Honorable Fishiapa.
I think committee.
Would you echo no one, the anchor? No one is a maker hino. And to hino, I see a Dunkatia or Yaho. Oh, Yaho. Meeting in Kancher Pa, who would a Michiano.
Matthias. Oh, no crowd or parliament.
Oh, yeah, the ho. Me many abedio.
And no more board meeting with Parliament.
Oh, okay.
Man, pay by 18 hours. I say, oh, 80 aboard the minimum.
Washati o oka say yechiano. Na also constituency boko.
Na minimum pay bounty money be anywhere.
Ye denya me.
Brene wo mu we me kasa ya.
Wa bre.
Every week bia me koba.
Mu be discuss mu be daji. Why? Nti ka ho. Kafra. Ena ye mamo ya connection den so John Kuma.
Kafra.
Mun kafra. Ye nyina na de atoye ni. Okay, honorable ma narrative kama. Na this week happenings ahodo aba efa emra ne ho no. Generally, observation is
yo minua ma me fa wa feed minua ba me fa wa feed yesu na me nchia etuefo ne mo hwe UTV na masan abomaba so.
Yeah, that's
fact we musuban ne muneye no ese
ye impressive for kakra
and tisa ense mwatumi agina wa magana.
Okay,
not only necessarily UTV but me didi say ndie na ye titi ene ndie na ye observe despite media mwatimi atem ho efre ho agina ho ama oman Ghana eno ntina me ka say esemi bom abaso because as oman no ye wo principles and values.
Okay,
ye wo ye suban ne ye ne ya mamre ne ya manne ye eno ena eye the culture of the generality of Ghanaians. Eno na ma ye different from alatafo eye different from mrofo. Eno enema etimi develop bo bra ekoyenim. Enti say ekoba ne say all of a sudden o tene no pe na say ya confused. Enti say the UTV okay FM ne Net FM mujina ho not only necessarily one person utie ne PC can utie ne UTV eka utie ne okay FM eka as if say even though you are from different regions and different but mukasa no ne ma you know say the organizational culture of despite media no ejina ho ema oman Ghana nti me am say me buy say me bom abaso. Yeah, that's clearly you've lived it.
Yeah, that
then tell me can stand say me no be bia ye fra ye bedru he say wo hwe say de na ehotie ne Ghana tie ne say de na ye susua no mpanyimfo etimi emoldu ya ma ye dru be bia edru and all those values are disappearing, most of them. And no enam so a sa mpanyimfo ne ndifo bi e ka omotribo mu ka say there be e wo say omo sore gina nti ndie e course this week no as if say ye mu bi most of those who have been brainwashed ya man kakra, and that is how it all began.
The any brainwashing no no fabretri
brainwashing say e be free you were free said the France for Cote d'Ivoire for no. You see you are a white man in black skin into a black man bomba what you know and they say a black man said e was say we dream to say obi o ye France bi enti ye nuan mu bia o munya akwan e call ntiti ekogi ntitiye e wo amanone no ono nya beduru ha wi a he thinks say ndie na ye ni noma bia e wo ha ye nananom e di titiye ama yetime be ye no ono ba ono ye different akwa bia ono nya akwan kwa ebrichiri afi de obaya o no ye kwakwa adwuma na ono ne ofa ye yo
okay
okwa ebrichiri be 2 years before obaya pete wo ho Masi ofa di abua na wo we onu patche se onu pete de onu
beta ohun
bio ni ofa tia ne se bo ni so na wa bodi no. How different are you from us? Sir, human sexual right bill our parliament here last week ye pass here e koso ni nyina enye MPs no ene kotwe ba he ene enye NDC for ene kotwe ba he.
Okay,
and that is the baseline ebinimu anya no wrong. 2018 se ukaya 2017 betumi atwe ukra ediwako 2004 emra na omampanyin kufo wo ekonwa so no UNESCO for the pressure to no so ema ne cancel moral education e wo school.
Oh sir,
yes,
we dey afei no aka me ate.
Yes, or cancel moral education, religious and moral education.
RME.
Yes, or cancel it because are you know na ewo courtesies and morality, culture and all those kind of things. By omuma ne twem efrim. Nti osio ye change syllabus no eno mu twa religious and moral.
Oh yeah, sure. Record so.
Nti
record so. Say UNESCO for the share ma utwem.
Precisely. Who say Ansana World Bank be mouse can no make was say this is our interest and say we change u syllabus no. Uniye no. And yet that's year no kwa. So we had the whole Ghana 2005. Nkola na mu wie BEC no. Obia antro religious and moral education exams because it was cancelled.
Okay.
And now Roman for original. Saturday, Professor Milton, may he rest in peace. Ono na now ye flag bearer for NDC.
Okay.
And on sorry just so we near obey introduce you. And a Roman for original say on my mu na ye cancel religious and moral education ye morality encounter bioma. Na yin na yeko. So there was a massive pressure from the Catholic Church, Catholic Bishop Conference, and almost reintroduce religious and moral education.
I see.
And so when you go to Mama Mimi writer,
okay,
and yes, you see in America, I'm telling you facts. Into Ukofa BEC JSS for past questions and answers from 1993 to date. Ube won't say that year no there was because it was cancelled in 2005 no. Ube 2007 there was no religious and moral. It was 3 years.
Okay.
Into more go through that system we 3 years no. Anye religious and moral RME.
Okay.
Into more year 2007 so omanye RME. This is what they were bringing. Roman force original it was reintroduced.
Okay.
And to reintroduce here after pressure from Ghana say that is our moral and our morality, our culture. You can't say who cancel and it was introduced. So in the same thing in 2017-2018 there was that pressure. Who can say yeche ona napo as minister for education metupuku brempe. Who can say omo the pressure by UNESCO the same UNESCO for ya the pressure be by. And omuka say sexuality, reproductive education, and a sorry for no sorry general say no. So no man now would syllabus no. There was a we free. And that was the then chairman of the Church of Pentecost, Professor Bokunyana, and anything.
Okay.
In the free ho, and 2018, omuka say gays and lesbians for no beye national conference e Ghana.
Okay.
And omabe be office for Ghana. And no nema lawyer for emweni.
Yeah.
Sebi Impredwasa or MPP ni on fancy. And he was at the Jubilee House. And now or Chiben in paying for him said the air cost to the corridors of power no air time. Now so mutra ho because these people are those who are holding the economic
Kafra, I'm just surprised can lawyer honey dear no sir because ye ni bon komo ha anytime bia no ye nim say your private legal practitioner and afi or group wa ye from sa coalition for human sexual rights.
That is on can see okay. He speak it boldly like, I'm not against the MPP government.
Okay. All right.
He has not been hiding. That's why I'm
in his advocacy no yeah on can.
Yes, but at the point they wanted to label is a propaganda from NDC for NAD, but that's what I'm diffusing.
Oh, na say president Bakasa Munoka say bipartisan. If you money in no
when I get there, I will get there.
I see.
Enti ono for money no and a forming coalition and not you ben Professor Pokunyana. Reverend Chief Imam office.
Okay, Sheikh Arimia
Shaibu. And Okofa Arimia Anas. And Okofa
Arimia Shaibu. Yes.
And Okofa Professor Mati, moderator of Presby Church.
Okay.
Father Lysos, Bishop of the Catholic Bishop Conference.
Okay.
All those heads of members of Economical Council. And Omukabo mu forming coalition. Na MPC in Kahu.
Okay. Yes,
that is the MPC foundation I'm building.
All right.
Now NDC MPs, MPP MPs no be Kahu.
Okay.
So even though it is a private members bill, into omuye no musi no. Yes, we are MPs. Say betimi ayembra afa ho a ji say yetwen MPs no. And no mo be hu the president of the Parliamentary Christian Fellowship. Whole West MP friend no. Honorable Emmanuel Kwesi Bejira.
Okay.
Say ye wo bail we. Ye wo say ade a ekoso man manye pe say e bibi fa ho. Dear no bit me I know it's okay. And the me were ECOWAS Parliament at the same time. Inti me busy. Inti me Mamu St. George. Now we jina mama fellowship no because only elder wa jina Sarah sorry.
Okay.
Now we jina ho ama fellowship no so that ye ni mo be meeting. So the meetings were being done in my office. The conference room.
I see.
Ewo job 607 floor. E ho no mo be gie. Inti e ho e na omuye all those meetings as St. George e jina oma the president of the fellowship. Because Omufa, the moderators and the chairman of the various churches, and the office of the chief imam, and some traditional rulers. In the National House of Chiefs, they were rep. Pentecost, they were rep. Assemblies, they were rep. Roman, they were rep. Coalition of Muslim chief imam, they were rep. Into Munina Bible and a parliament so St. George General Mahe.
Okay.
Into one Muye meeting, Omudi Bill no by Omuye no. And Omuko speaker said, this is what we have done.
Okay.
Inti yepe MPs ombe den ombe sponsor bill no ewo parliament eho na muka say okay 4 year Anna.
Yes honorable.
My colleagues on the other side most of them were threatening we are back in team for job reverend team for job and it me gina say no this is not a party issue na me yesofo and na me be MP so I will sign it so eno na ma akoye 7-1.
Okay.
The original proposal should have been 4 from each side. And not bill we all kept quiet and glossed over this issue. Say, Muma, once I back man sign it there. Let's push it. Until from the onset in 2021, a receive stiff opposition. But who ya there? It's not good so about now we knew where we are.
Why are you doing it now then?
Na ye hwese yesi no se ebe ye ho a ena na ye twen se o se mu wie kura on sign ya
nti mu ye mra ni nyina na mu ya we ana mu
there were conversations per where I sit enyen sem ni nyina na say ube gina TV so now there were conversations say ebe ya amuntu down the speaker received a lot of threat I'm telling you
from here
that a lot of threat that
efi
Echre ebeye afutio ebeye ade no muntu ndan bagbin when he says I'm going he's going and that is the opportunity Ghanaians had. Then the majority leader himself, why is he not at post?
He resigned.
He didn't resign.
The
majority leader
say chairman sabo so nani na watch me enu pepe
yeah he didn't resign. Very soon the coalition for no krasi o mebo na baso.
Sir.
Just me but
or resign ma de chen woni na resign ma waka say obi enforce no man or resign.
Oh nana.
Oh fa.
Nana politicians oh. Let me tell you. Obi a o say me kwa me mabium. He's a Ejuma oye wo ho no unya obi like him or hate him unya obi e mani nye say ejuma no for the next 5 years. I'm telling you it will take me. I've been in leadership for 12 years now.
Okay.
But my core parliament for 16 years now.
Okay.
But nye me yonko ni chairman sabonso. Sebi omu amuti omu bench ni nyina obi aye me junior. From a failure to
leadership on
omu leadership ni nyina obi aye me junior.
I see.
So if me tia trust and the chairman sir, what chairman sir will do I cannot do it. And you must know as a man know thyself.
That will be okay post.
You must know your capacity.
Okay.
Only few people know only lawyer chairman sir Besha no say Chikra nye lawyer. He is a JH Mensa trained for 97. Why leadership no for 17 good years. Minority leader 7-8 years, majority leader 7 years. Deputy chief whip.
I know the experience there.
And now international meetings, international conferences no with his phone. Or try no speakers from the various kasa. Unya sa exposure no. How can you do it? And that is how interparliamentary comparisons that the parliamentary leadership is not only the chamber here. Chamber here need the second administrative. Inti put that one aside.
Ti wo come na be sisen.
Me come na say onye obi a say yesi bibia nko ka papa enye krede. Enye obi a oda sorry yesi masisa no. They said they started saying say the chairman say for foreign affairs. And not to obi ko bisa no say me tie obi am frame so de me ko for affairs yes na ye ka ba me ntehwe by night list about to say Chairman Sako for affairs inti he assistant from the leadership, and that is where the Ashanti caucus stood up, say what is happening, we will not agree, and no need division about the majority caucus no. And now the Chairman sa yeah or penny at a point almost sorry, do you know why Mama Pat is the deputy leader? It was pressure. Say, how we came, we are 44 MPs. The whole caucus, we are the majority.
Not just Ashanti caucus.
Ashanti caucus. So you can't treat us this way. And a Chairman Sanye, but the long and short, he said, he was not only was Assemblies of God. Me Pentecost chairman frame Ekachremo. Amen. Yeah. Chief Imam, no friend in Kamu for Assemblies of God, no afraid Chino. Yes, they brought it. And yan MPs Nidia. Now, who say, we Assemblies of God in me. Now, President of Assemblies of God, the whole Ghana, Eddie, Bibia Betua say, sorry no, Jinabrenia. Now, so now we are Omanam Sini Ewa. Ye ka consistency in interest, baby, ye to Abama on Unquao. As you sit here, say ye to abandon, not who caught the Chimana, ye to Abana, we near who call Parliament, why you are not only representing constituency, no. Who represented the media fraternity. Bibi Kosuna and Yema media na Ubeka. So you can MP's constituency, the bigger constituency no, u profession kahon, u religion ekahon, and sana u constituency ekahon. Menuya lawyer ni oko sisia u ye bibi against the bar another judicial. That is how constituencies are. The chairmen stood for the Assemblies of God and stood for the Christian faith. And now, many chairmen are acquired Israel. Ya wo ho ebe osere. Baby a ye wu Yesu. Chensa da form inside dan so and ye bompaye. Obo ne MPP mbaye me bo NDC mpaye. You hear that me say nyame o problem.
Obe solve ni na.
Obe solve ni na. Iti se wo be na beyond all this. Oye obi a owu gidi. He is a man of faith.
In 2% what you saying?
Na Oman Penny na on bill no. It's clear, and the lies were clear from the onset. And now also now you're in the majority, and you are pushing it and preferring amendment per privilege position and so as of no eba Parliament 1.
And see change.
Into a mobile no musi.
Honorable, what need you more?
As of no catch you.
Or say chairman Sabons
was changed because of LGBT bill.
So of Wasuntia.
Or push your Maya passing tea.
And yeah, one say what can say mama main for so but maybe some question say prior to passing there was a time 2 weeks earlier Honorable Fenyoma King say amendment and yes speaker say baby I agree all this while didn't na one fasan susu na ma and then the day na mo be passing and so osan sorry and then
speaker made his clear said obey ni film bustling say be the bill not
fabrofo brechi
say obey delete all along delete artist ni nyina no
or making it clear when he hands had more
no he will tell you know even he was the most person who was against this custodial sentence and he made it clear
say say he's not against the bill their own custodial sentence
yeah when a bit near being an speaker can say 275 wow nobody could own that. Usro.
Ehono afenyo say.
Also, a Catholic ni. Father Lazarus no the bail aba. Can you say Father Lazarus you know?
Ehono honorable afenyo mark majority leader say. Onu senka speaker say munye secret ballot a. Onim senka mumu bebre kra mu so mu be ye again. As onu ayi nanim ni
he could have pushed for the secret ballot. And I be vote ho. Why didn't he do? Yes, they can't. So clearly, to honestly speaking, Che Mensa Bonsu was changed because of that. And because in man 16 years in Parliament, mean say who pay majority leader and minority leader what me akwaji ni party HA.
So
why do you think that
after he wasn't changed? He resigned.
He was sacked.
Who sacked him?
President Akufo-Addo.
That is per you because on record he wasn't sacked. So now you're calling
Did you listen to the first deputy speaker's press conference?
Joe Wise.
What did he say?
Honorable Joseph say we should.
What did he say?
Mante.
I won't. Nobody outside Parliament can change our leadership for us. Upa, play it.
Just oppose that one. So we'll say.
Miba
was sacked. And now you are saying that
when the list came out, say you change chairman, sir. Emma Joas near Asante Kokos no press conference. Consider that press conference release is now about this week, you know, at Bogo. Nobody. It's we the MPs who can elect our leaders. Nobody can elect a leader for us. Into enu the rift no ebai.
Oh, I see. And
sana president no frɛ omu the following day say omu nyina nkɔ. Na omu kɔ no, ya. Na enye agrosa o. But to cut a long story short, and he say within him, he knows he's not been treated fairly. And the entire year, no, and he's the second casualty.
Second casualty.
Yeah.
One and the first casualty.
Okay, you started our bill with the Parliament 3 years old. You almost Fred Bagwin, British Parliament, Westminster. Or call Mokoye discussion, you almost say a bill. No, say look, we are Ghanaians, and that's what Ghanaians want. You are in UK, and this is what you want. No, my friend, US Parliament, no occur. Now US ambassador Naba Parliament, no Abeka, Speaker say Debbie. This is what Ghanaians want, and this we are Ghanaians.
Not just say yeah, Dana Moye Jumano na caucus meetings. A lot
for the 3 years, no, a lot of pressure. Into here, as of for now, members of the Economical Council, the gurus, the heads of the various churches, at a point they had to come to Parliament. No, mutio say, what would the MPs say? A lot of pressure went on. Mrofunu air pressing na asofo ni man for no so
and so air pressing. So mami lawyer ho. In the course of argument ni divergent views, no lawyer semba kweba ye ni say omo agina ya mamre so ahyemra na yentumi nyina ya mamre so enhyemra. Mesre woni de ebusa o. Yetumi gina ya mamre so ye cultural values so yetumi gina so de hyemra.
Yuni aba me dase. Na me so mabo abaso send you see narrative nyoma akoso ade besi baby asi efe dodo
me dase
yetimi gina ya mamre so e de shema in fact ya mra pon no e kire ye sources of law sources kire say baby a ye kotwe emra free no ebi ni ya mamre oko article 11 na o see so yeah, the sources of law, one of them your traditional customs, your precepts, your mamre ni amani ni sa ni nyina no ye gina so e de shemba.
Ente na na bi mu ka say emra no mu tintim no they based it on our cultural values enti ye nyemra wo ba bia sa minima de say e bia na lawyer for my busy mu de mu tietie nsem e koso but na wo wanti
meti so obi kasa minim yenti okasa ebia na owo mra bi fofra esun chen constitution a yenya hu ye de but the constitution na nkasa de ema ye ho kwan
nti say ye kwaye culture mu a emra we no omomfom ye
ye culture mu.
What about moral values? Because moral bi nso hyemu wo ho eno so yetimi edi yen niema ye kuremu si agidie se we na ma ye nipa ma ye dance se ye gina no so di ahyemra
enini ye nipa mu wo hwe Ghana for dodo na Ghana for say ne etie say ne peno say in fact so wo hwe emra bebra ya hye ansa we ba san yo ma nyina wo mu o say so wo hwe ukofa ye Children's Act Children's Act no e wo mu say untimi entity akola na wo adopt akola unye heterosexual minim say ne kan twi say unye obi a wo ye gay ana lesbian ne sa anyoma ni nyina e wo ye Children's Act
so we obi a wo ye sa untimi enkote
entity akola so oba ye Marriage Act untimi ye bema untimi ware bema o yo ba untimi ware ba intino yo ena ukoye criminal act nim so act bi to say wo bema wo fa bema ne you know eno ya classify and say sodomy ni ade eno so ya chi emratia.
I see interesting enti anya lawyer ebebusa nkofo kwa chomisa say ade na wo ya mra mu dada enti dia na ma we yesono nkunti a chinchin a ye ni abre because wa che say okwa adopt akwada wo yo bema na wo se wo de wo kwan na wo ba ho da bema wo ntimi adopt akwada say wo awari enso mra wo se bema ntimi wari obema uni obi hia na bema ntimi fa oba achi bema ntimi fa ne yonko bema achi eno so mratia nti omo ka omo argument ne ka se ye wo mra wo dada nti nka hwe mu pa ka ye hia we
oh no ne wo sha mra we no eboa ni nyina ano because wo sha mra we a edika say mra we ye yama gays lesbian, homosexual, LGBT. Nti I say emra no achiche ni mu we ha na ma bua ni nyina no e dia ba be hye faako. Nti no wo sha ni pop anti a omo years amra we was just to curb the issue of gayism, lesbianism, homosexualism in this annual man. Nti ne wo sasem no ho no.
Okay, nti na che say ni nyina enam ne kwan mu. Now yen hwe se obi atabiri e de akokot. Sa stage aye wo mu se ye twen se president be sign na onyan sign ye ne ho nkomo na nipa no de akokot no. Etimi si wo mra mu sa emrasem.
Won say court ko no obi a wo tumi se obekokot. So but say wo ko a obe successful no and also word here wo usha sa bill is start here papa bi odi odo em say ono di kan court
abaywa Amanda Odo
sa oyabaywa
human rights advocate Amanda Odo yeah
and usha okay say ma Supreme Court in preventive parliament say omo nhye sa amra na ni ogina so ne say officer yenya nkitadie yenya education enough about it omo nyama together to talk more about it. Supreme Court bo na sem ni guye
didn't no
obogu ye ne say parliament we need to me nti I say parliament koso na ohye ne mrawi enye say obabe Supreme Court no no obabe tinemu na wa ka say adana odo na we si anu amfa we si anu anye si so di ma parliament no enwie ne jumadi odi na se wo ka se ho no echi no se wo fi se o man famra kwan so a wo dey aba parliament because social article 2 of your constitution na emma to me say obit media assem court I say okay emra bia wo fi se yan hye ni yie kwan o me de fa so share na enye papa any ade nyina ultimate the assembly ba Supreme Court me e kan wasem
I see
but uba article 106 and 108 and no na constitution na ehihye esenie parliament ehemra chain say obidi bill ne ba parliament ombedi kan ready nom dey call committee stage normally about parliament back to debate it now after all amendments near Adekye no omo pass omo nya pass here ya the president after 7 days within 7 days I was so catch a speaker say me sign bill na na me sign bill
okay
so na anasa I just say be or the akoma council of state so omo nhwem na no council of state betimi aye additions ni amendments ni ade and mrane say parliament and take its annual money into consideration na omo factors annual money into ewia near the bread president I was all sign and under article 108 you know and also bill be a beba parliament you know speaker and nipa no tie kunyam abra bill ne bae no otimi hwe sa bill no aka say sa bill we edi eka ebe brema mu na mempene ma ne maso say bill all introduced through article 108 say edi ka bi beba and say ye be yi hu eka free consolidated fund
okay what can say me hono kana sem no na no argument ba kwa metie ye say omo be kwa akoda prison omo koda prison o man beto aduane amomadi nti eyeka eno eyesa aka ne bia
eno na bi mo ka se se speaker no nti nipa o dey asem na court no o to no bo share that because onim say obi foforo di kan kwa Supreme Court abon atwene
okay
nti sisi an o person of fa kwan say mrana o mo dey share law no o man di o man fa kwan
paso okay
and no say Sabra no almost passing under Article 108. Now Article 108 no as Teresa say emrano ye shene de kabibe brema na was say enka speaker no ma ompene so agi say president ankasa anani ni suma fo and a bit me ababele sa kind of bill no
okay.
But we say no a private
and
bill
I'm just senti aduane na beto amu omodi na ye kawo
Ombeka say aduane
na so mo mu dada no ye to aduane mo omodi what about that one
those are
and the president na susu mra na free executive say you okay
say no free executive because we share according to them no share president just say cases about parliament ayem nyina and most of these ones na dey kabe brain no a free president and a minister and the president in a summer for essentially
I see
so anything na
omoni abre ho no ye be fasa angle ni biem na sesi idea ma yenko ahoma no se Sheikh Karimia Shaibu ye kasamafo ema national chief imam Dr. Sheikh Osman Nuhu Sharabutu na Sheikh salam alaikum
alaikum salam
bibia adom mi hu na che
no
chief imam ho ye
no ye pa so hu a che
aw eya man salam alaikum mami you na Sheikh said the MP adoma cheche ye emra yi ebebe nyina muka hu bi che se mo amu religious group no to say Islam some chief imam eyi na musini ma okoka ho ansa kra na nkomo nu bebo boa na ene ababe dru ba bia adrei se woni chief imam kasa ni sabre etene sign situation ayi wo mba bia bedruo
chief imam me na me yana kasabafo meti na se na adwene ne susum hiane ade a meti mase pa na sa asemo ye ade a ehanu ye papa if say na some ne say otiwo se ya no nifia wedie no 104 efe no oko 105 edien ena aka no ewiase ha opabiem nya ena harpa ne say obewu na wakwa Ghana ben ena oje na etire ade ama etire mba no
okay
eno ne ha no papa say mpempeso ye druyi 67 years a ye die yo efemo ne ye dwen ho ne ye hu say bema ontumi nware bema oba ontumi nware oba ana nipa wesi so a yankopɔ na abɔ no bema no ɔse ɔte enka bi ɛwɔ nimu sɛ ɔyɛ oba enti ɔkɔhu doctor na yasesa no na wabɛyɛ oba na ahi chief mam si ɛyɛ fin ɛyɛ abrabɔ a ɛyɛ fin na yakopɔ na adome ɔman bi a ɛwɔ abɔkɔsɛ ma ɔmo yɛ saa ne biem no ɔno deɛ ɔntumi nya Ghana ɛmfa masa ne mpate sei na abrabɔ a ɛmo afin sei deɛ ɛyɛ ade a ɛyɛ how ɛde ma no paa na sister adeɛ wɔ ɛnyɛ na ɛna ɛhyɛ ase o yɛde ho abɔbɔ mu saa ɛna anamɔ no a yɛtu yɛ ansa yɛbɛduru baabi yɛduru yɛ no wɔn say there are 3-pronged approaches and a fire, acquire a pass no, back on a broad consultation.
Chief Sheikh Kafra, that's what stress broad consultation no. Say we a broad consultation a sen kamube hu say nipa kakra bi wo ye mu a emrei omonfo aso efi say omususu say ye kuma de na so yes na nyame boy adenti na mo factor ye into it na mo yi yasi nchen megidi say ala penipa nyina say de omutie bia enti safo no nso modwen omo
santina sa ababono we no say na bori baka no acquired behavior enya dia ye de wo nimpa no abefo akwankyerɛ science na mehyɛ nimdeɛ no na mekyerɛ no ebia no a proof sɛ ade no ɛyɛ hereditary yɛde wu nipa ɛyɛ sobanya nipa no na abrabam no ɔfa ɛto no so nti ɛyɛ bɔne ɛna me sister na nia ɛyɛ ɔhaw ɛdema yɛn no sɛ yɛ bibi a yɛfa no family no ɛyɛ twi kwa yɛfa no sɛn abusua na abusua no ɛyɛ mogya o bɛrima ɛne ɔbaa ɛna titiri busua no ɛna yɛwo wɔ mo ase mmaa no nti no saa deɛ wei no it is a threat to the survival of the family.
Na Sheikh, o say suban a omo abefa nti ka abrofo acquired behavior. But omo so say sa na nyame bo omo me sure wa san education is no o sa argument ni bi say sa na nyame abo me sa na mete me de nyame bo me no na ya de toto de wo ka say suban na omo abefa ye be ka say
suban dia and nipa se opi kwan so a yetene no or how betini mu a ye boa no ma ene emene efi at se wo ba bi a wo titino pa e wo kwan pa so na wa fa so ban boni e wasade entene ye entitie enti sankofo mo tse hia no law no ama kwan se obi be se onye kwan no ofi mu a emwa e wo se ye de man no tim no na ya fa so senia ye gana hadiye yamamo ene yamamre no ene ye gidie no ene sabra no ene nko. And it is not about the human right, it is about the survival of the family. That is
Sheikh jina kakra what I emphasize say suban na che say woni safo na omo kan say sa na de wo omo no oni omo nya adwen wo kura I see.
Entina yesumu no ewa abakosem no nya no yankopon no Sodom and Gomorrah say yankopon ono na bo yen ono na bo yen yo yesuri bibia nya na efini nchen no hu say nimpa no o say yetumi padimpa ena obo mo ntra ne say sa so ban we dia mempe eyefin mo ya medomi mo ena Ghana bibia yedro no yenhwe ni yi
Sheikh, what I o say enye human rights asem. Now so lawyer wa ha akoso odi call high court enu na ye be ma na de call enu be ma ni say ya yetieti ankrofo fa ahudie so. O so say enye human rights asem. So mo argument no say eye ni fa ahudie baby odwa pe na odi ni fufuo bo enti onu na yankopon abo no be ma e na na obe sorry o simpa cho twama mi be ma ni free ho na tutokuro mame na nya akosi akuma ana na me pese me warrior ponche nti mame kwan na me warrior ponche ana me nya tinka se e wo se me ye onifraye ni enti sabi kafra ma nifrayefo se asori akokuyefo no si tumani baako na me ye onifraye ni o se ye ne right
me mfanto ho
okay
se me mabunu bi ogina kwan so na onum cocaine na ojina onum cocaine e wo petemu a se ono na o sai no ho enya no sai no ho bia se oye o sai ya ono o sai no ho e fi se o fa cocaine na e o sai ye e ma ne bodam
okay
na adan ya che no adan it is an individual, he has the right to take the cocaine.
Okay.
He is destroying his personal self.
Okay.
Na adanti na on mine say sadia we dia yem penny because enam say ye makwan ma ye babuni hiadum cocaine a ena on mine ye dachi ewa he enam santino the state will not allow such destruction.
Okay.
Even though sa be ma no a onum cocaine no any right o cocaine no onum no onwa ne dan mu ena onum cocaine no nemam no ne saye no e ka on mine no ye dachi every year, 100 of them now. Every year, 100 Ghanaian youth them and say, "Woman cocaine tea." Now, obviously, any right. Nti yaman nom na yan shiri yambabu no na yada chigana no yamfa himfa.
Cocaine num and say me sexual orientation and not
the same thing. Look, the same thing. Ne bani ne sense and so ne yaka wasno.
Okay.
Ne bani the result. we must all look into the future.
And Cassan inform so. You keep saying the bonnet. Now, almost one back catch us and now we take me back or say Ghana. Yet theocracy and I yet theocratic state. Ebia enka Iran shaking a DSO and yet shaking a DSO and then your bishop will be a DSO. Yenye Israel and Yankupon prophet amena be DSO. Enti mamu nyesa argument no.
That argument is flawed. Look, and you know correct. Say yet theocracy and I say ye secular no. It is not synonymous to godlessness.
Okay, not just say
It is not synonymous with godlessness. In Ghana, no, ye omanya ye di Yankupondi. Sentina, your constitution in the name of the Almighty God. Your national anthem begins, God bless our homeland, Ghana. God bless. Until Yankuponko, the whole crap on your pension. And your national pledge is so on. You can say, so help me God. And a year swa for our office mubiara, including the CJ, including members of parliament, including directors. Woman yano, yes, one more officer. No one see. So help me God. We are a nation.
Okay.
Though we are secular, but secularism is not synonymous with godlessness.
Great. Now, Sheikh, baby, I bedu sesi ano. Chidi mam, anyone arguments, no baby afa. E kombedi yen, IMF niyo, World Bank niyo, mampeni se munchen yo, international community, ye na ye chinchiremo. Me assure say we brief you all the time. Or TB, baby, yap him so abedu no. Or si den.
Nya high pa, my sister, and no, and what they be. Na. My sister, and right now, you could be your fashion, your independence 67 years.
Okay.
Your father would Nintas anything. What is the meaning of our independence? Yeah, on my mono 275 members of parliament, or yeah, one more law at the Mayan. Na ya ye slow, say to me be our bantini. And I'm saying to me, yes, I will. Then we are not truly independent. In fact, it makes complete nonsense of our independence celebration. Seriously.
But say, Sheikh, Munsumunim say we are not wholly independent, Tampa. If we say a cobosia bo, enti yanyama ye importi bebre ni ababedi ye tiano ye ti said ya news neko and he said ya mamu neko nti. It's not as if say afei ni ye ni beba ye hu say we are not completely independent.
Well, no, those external forces no. Omu muyen. And also no obi mua bomania na wode bu hu
na ye buye ho
wode wa go bisa sampa ye ya ho abase no na Saudi Arabia bomania America e wo chokwa Saudi Arabia bomu bibia ya America na Saudi Arabia ko ho na kase wo ya bema wo wore bema na ye hene abato e ho de e kum ehone eyekum ana Qatar ye World Cup no ehone ko ye yo na yesi sade ne yampini nanso ye ko ho na ye World Cup no ye pa ye obia energy adan ana yan senia ya omo ankasa aye hye no ama oho aka abatayan no na wo mu gusu after 7 years na Kwame Nkrumah say the African is capable of managing his own affairs no. I think it's shameful. Shameful. Now we must begin to look inside Ghana into the soul of our nation.
Okay.
Now Yankopon nembra na yediso no. Sa Yankopon na ahwe yeso ma yedu bebi ayedure. Oba hwe yeso na yenni nembra no so. Na yenhye ne miyam. Ghana enkoso aye omanya yedi Yankopon di. Na yemma sa osai yate sei no. Beto ya mafra no me say I'm 67 years.
Wow.
Me Ghana ye fia baako. Enti sankofo no o me no omuntu me sesame na omo hwe me ma ene me nana anom
shake
me ma ene me nana anom ena omo hwe enti yenya no yanka ya hombo mu
okay
ye hu se saade we de enya de ate se ya pene so pra
yate na chese muda su gina baabi amugina mo pene
ne so me hye o mampeni me de obuo pa e de ma no na ebuo so da me de kasa no me hye de den me hye de nkran se ati we ene ono so beje konwa no na emom no onye ekire pa emfa mayan onje ade a emmebu no ebe ekire no ombe ka no bibia sai kura no a ade ba ko we de omutume ade aka no akaka ye pa ya bonidin me shane din omamodin onfa ne sa entim so na enye law.
Yeah, that's it. Sheikh Arimia Shaibu, Kasama for Emma Chief Imam. Honorable, moni mo asem economists ne beba, but mo muti parliament, mo na mo approve loans ne ni ade no. President, futu free finance ministry ni president subsequent ni reaction ne ba ye no. Enya no kre no ka che, ade nti ne pese ye hu se ye nim se ye wo haw.
Ya yenko gay for ho se ekobo mu bosia. Yakobo busian from ho. Yenko lesbians so say Yakobo.
Adekye for no association na.
Ye ni omu sikasemu na ye ni omu ntem.
Okay.
Ye member of the World Bank. Ye member of the United Nations. Ye member of the IMF. Okay. Ena tembia ye tua ye tuo ye to emomu. Enti utua uto a eduru se also ukọ ahoyanyan mu a mra ne kire se omu so omu ye den ombe boawo ena ukọ won so a ye se ukọ ya na yakukuru sika ma ye what terms and conditions ye de be ma yes ye call IMF ye call World Bank loans ya ye ji nyina ne terms and conditions a ye di ba finance committee e di ba minister of finance e di ba parliament ya sign nyina nowhere stated clause back nkura ne ho a e kire se ye pass human sexual right bill the loan will not come the bibisa anyhow ena yenye omaya ye wo countries
from British Parliament ni ade bia na ehye baabi
uko Rwanda uko Tanzania uko Zambia they are about 30 something countries
Senegal
they all been able to pass what we are now coming to pass but IMF is giving them money. World Bank is giving them money. So those who amount for be nothing of Minister of Finance Carter now mo dey buy no want to sign. They couldn't sign it. This is the Carter free Minister of Finance. Kese Minister for Finance. Mohamed Ami Anta esen kodin is in charge here. And a chief director and a deputy minister esen ko bi. Obi antimi sign because it is not true. And now we dey announce to her we no a fiscal impact analysis at no mu here. The lawyer case article 108 HSA says and also bill no bar parliament no omuye HSA it has no fiscal cost to the state.
Na se mfa ka bi amreye. Debi omuye me won kakra say bi mu demu eto aduane mu omudi.
Debi anya nkoye no krampo na yebo ye ka because research about clear say omu a AIDS HIV AIDS enya omu no ye those practitioners of those acts. Yes, and a parliament that bia na ye di sika it was a yemfa sa sika no enkoye sa microphone no yare and enter room omu. So we are rather incurring most costs whereas this has not been passed.
It's argument we ne free him.
Inti way unim say yeah.
Yes, honorable.
Ghana no ehu. I was forced to ask the president church yesterday and almost say Okwa Accra church because when no Minister of Finance krata nka omo pe e dia koboa ne all court about the fiscal impact no and the leak here. That's why it is not signed.
Brabiem. The all court no. He
needs uka say ebe breach article 108. They say uchre what will be the impact. But article 108 na lawyer kan no. Ukan up to
who koniti e beti ase ama wakọ eja yin.
Actually clearly say even the fiscal impact is in the opinion of the person presiding.
Oh sir.
Yes, that is what
the say their speaker no.
Speaker no. Parliament shall not proceed upon any bill or any amendment of any bill which in the opinion of the person presiding will lead to a charge imposition of tax, a charge to consolidation fund, a this. That is the what it says. In the way ya what they call no is just feeling bustling now. I think your year of parliament who want me and stop here no. And no be where court action here presidential feeling bustling.
Na eyo mo how. Mo me anwe no so say custodial sentence no.
Omu ni how. Let me tell you.
Omu ni how.
Let me who can say 4-5 years ago. Ghana for Chapel Church of Pentecost chairman Apostle Eric Nyamiche.
So
say o man no anka SAC prison o man to prison. No they are sorry say ka NNAC prisons. Sorry now take the lead. Change the prison custodial accommodation of our prisoners.
But still
again now. Ukosuya adipama. Ukwa obesuya adipama ho.
Yeah.
Upa obeku school ho. Upa obesuya nyamiase ho. Upa obesuya kambete kabitri. Yes, this is the kind of prisoner custodial accommodation. Yes, this is what the president should follow. And yet just to say Udieduko prison is a punishment. There be obi bebre efiance anu adwuma wo yasi bi wa adwira yasi bi wo boase yasi bi wo
enkasa na sese eye nanso no in reality no omo be kwa omo be ba.
Why is it like that? Yeah, let me tell you point blank. I'm young. On a very serious note, the argument we are having now is independence now or independence in the shortest possible time. And when are you way?
Sir, 57 years living in a
so tie shake kasa na.
Yeah.
Inti say ye na ye wo man mu sisi ana na do ye president yi. E na nka na do ye Nkwame Nkrumah. E na nka afi na Ghana e kwa pre-independence a. Ka nyumbe no betu. Also independence within the shortest possible time. Ye nya ne kakra na ye ko. Let me tell you on a very serious note. Ghana ye nyina ya tutu kwan o. O man no say na do kan say enyo ohia man no. It's a fact. Why is it that Chinese are coming, Nigerians are coming, even Americans are coming? Do you know the number of American companies in Ghana? Do you know that? Look, the Europeans don't move coming now. They all have these multinational companies.
Okay.
And Ghana politicians need a sick for if they say they will not take care of us and we are morally upright. Kwame despite sikai. Say one corporate media kwa Jazeera wo baby o ba obi na ya Jazeera o e no no ya UTV enye no na wa employ ni pa wa create employment ya adwuma wa.
Okay.
So if we are determined people standing on our cultural values and principles yenko wie sika yenko yesi di no kredi be ya adwuma ni nyamsura ya Ghana will be turned round. Sika ya o mampanyine ebuboi and then aye kwa vote $300 million no.
Oh, sir.
And then my parliament, and until I meet a friend, and then I hear Quaco to Aban, Ban cry and Yantu. Udi and Tuncha, Sika, man, penny but 2 years. A door switch and Sika, all was or Moody Bray you. And Nunema, Ghana, yesterday be a Cobobos in our International Exim Bank, African Exim Bank, India Exim Bank, ya Exim Bank. So before saying another Bebano, not President Mama, establishing Ghana Exim Bank.
Now, if you go that tangent, argument in a better NDC MPP.
Not that. I'm telling you how we can be properly independent.
Okay.
Stabilization fund, yeah, all kinds of financial stability. The same thing. Now you're establishing Ghana stabilization fund. No be. Contingency fund. Now you're establishing heritage fund. So fund the fund. And nunti say bedroom baby. So you bet me the NRC form. Akasanti establishing fund. You know what questioning now? We can't say ya ma ye nuama anware ma mema anware mema untimi enya sika foforo ema meka. If you can't leave it, we'll come and continue. On
cancer or say ade no craft one emedru ne pono so say we ya we baby a
me say nikrata ni
we ya we baby a bill na what stage or my corrections na
yeah bill no we weekend.
Yeah,
it was supposed to go there Monday, Tuesday.
Monday I
yes, they try me.
Oh, sir.
Yes. Bill now, bill no bill no we no. That deputy clerk in charge of legislative management on the table office. Amendment, we send them brand by and yes, and TCC. You are changing so many things. Into umbe court hands are the norm. No more you see signing the correct renditions no more and that is what they should send to him. Into yes, Jumana Emma or more to say Clark Numfamba.
Oh, really? That
is a lawyer can relieve no. or see Mark Clark no crapo.
No, one kasa.
Eka relief no.
Ni release na buy no. Or say he's aware say as a well-meaning citizen or a concerned citizen.
There be relief na work the audit which is Sky. Release na OC no. One of them say Mark Clark no kra Parliamentary kra.
Okay.
My young fakwa nkomo omampanyi. Man in do the office. Na ya. Asema ye ken. Ndi e fa nkwan.
Interesting. Na I say na nipa no kra onyanko court and then some mampani so can say oh obi dey court.
Now mo prepare we e dey akoma na leak here. You see bail no Ghana Christopher.
Omo na prepare akoma no.
Where Minister of Finance.
Nsroma dey come
ho. The impact.
Omo dey come out.
I'm telling you.
Antina omo na share kira na.
Me say na ya me kasa me say na do na o prepare we say be ya obe a presidential filibuster.
There is serious allegation.
Enya na that's why you know mo kasa e dey no. O ya ni mo ya. We no a presidential filibuster.
Sa wo bro free dey kire sen.
Filibuster ni kire sen ma me nje na yen delay into mu delay parliament na ya ntimi an delay na no so say dey every day just a court. Into court no within 7 days e say o man penny Trump speaker say mean sign.
Okay.
Within 14 days e was say Odikoma Council of State say not specific law say menua lawyer kan no. Council of State must consider and bring it back to Parliament. Ebasa, we need to test majority. Parliament to test majority now. You pass it to test majority resolution now. The president had no option than to sign it. Yes. Inti, the president is aware of this. Inti, odia court or train court. Now say court no 8 million up to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can 8 months. 8 months no the court no year we na 7 months court no year. Let's say kaput. But thank be to God. The Chief Justice is a God-fearing woman of God. Into every Catholic for backbone for no one. I could do a free Moses work or Deborah.
Oh, sense of humor. They say on Deborah so saying. So what na ye kunkumi za for ni na bedroom.
Oh, and
I
trust her. You see, one thing about lawyers, they say, it's not you can't push them to do the unthinkable.
Okay.
Their convictions and belief always move them, and that is what I saw in Bagwin.
I see.
Obi obekwa kwatna British Parliament. No mark actually say now you be down no say look. Here is Europe, that is Ghana, and we are Ghanaians Parliament.
Too bad that's honorable Kojayen. It's a honorable Kojayen.
Mon course will legal. Look, there are Deborahs and Moses in this Ghana that we have. So clearly, you be pass. And
you bet me pass.
Nigeria pass you. Nigeria and the YMF. Has Nigeria economic collapse? Now no okwa ye where you watara no munyina wan fro mama.
Okay.
Enye omunye ni omunyina na where you. So clearly Ghana cannot, if Ghana relent on this, the reason why they are passing it, your research say in 100 to 200 years time Africa will be populating the world. Until the Europeans are aware. America, they have about 100 years because contraceptives family planning and using man, their population is not increasing. By Africa, and that's why what ban or Beman to me worry man, or ban to me worry man, bigamy is an abomination in Europe. And I will buy her, Bema back to me worry man, if he's a Muslim. Say, and it is then he will be giving birth. So African population keeps on increasing. And today, they are all doing those things to depopulate Africa.
Okay.
And population is market. Population is the future. Into say yantimi ansi nine form and training you to know. Education I demand, let's teach them our core values. Africa will rise and rise again. But say say when I was teaching in Labadi, Labadi a old town.
Okay.
A compound houses.
Okay.
Corporal punishment there look. Or more cancer corporal punishment ya abolition or muti self-contained library will be a fee. Oh, can you back no mamma no papa use and now this idea? Also say corporal punishment. Oh, best idea by force. Me mean some way potential. Yeah? Look, when I stood firm nkola no kofia okwa kanea ba kono na waje afre ni mame odabuku ni mame ka kanea o se da bi kina mi sa me de bebu mi nta de chibia mame fo no bas go se ho na ye Mr. Ahmed no se mi ni fie ho na mimi hu akwakoto fie ho nkola no obi adi su ade e na oba e be test utia mebo obia me no ka se bebebre eye PhD doctors omu chan me. I taught them at the basic level, but now they are more intelligent, more exposed, more intellectually than myself. Sometimes we are Africans. Let's go the African way, and African will rule the world.
Unfortunately,
India rule the world, you know. India for na slave so. We and India were all fighting for independence. They are so now, even Ghana managing directors, you go to India and import them. Omo di omo cultural values in etiti omo. Udi Ghana na kwashe wa yesi obewi aw. Into most of these Ghanaian owned companies, omo ko India na kofa managers. Common manager. Mason for nyina ye ko Togo kofa omo. Capital for ekwa even baba any salon for my muko top Brazilian hair. Now wa kofa beautician e wo Nigeria na wa be. So what will the Ghanaian child be?
Asem seben wabusa ye no honorable appointment of parliament enti onyaya se obekọ ne beto ankomo no so honorable ye da se pa se o de time ni bi cheye me akra na mi twa so ama ofi se mehu se o time no ewe honorable Ahmed Ibrahim MP Banda constituency enti ena ode yen ode ne di aboa yen a oja ya se kakra no but ye nwie ye ne lawyer to aso na ye bekọ ahoma ne so ye bekọ akọhwe the international relations aspect obobo yi amanoni mani bidi mampani so kan se ne amanoni nkita hodiefo nti ye bekọ Dr. Professor Vladimir Ntwidan so ho na eno so ye hu se ne a internationally no ye ni monyam wa amansan dwaso ne ade no sen na esi etie na yasanko prof gache enso nti sesi an ye mra lawyer ho lawyer show honorable ansana obeja ye ho akono okache sese ekwa na samampani ansan a ebesin aba omo ho nti faye fam onu de no continue or the speed kakra what will be the legal process ebetimi ama emra we ebebem
o ze emra no se omo ye nom de mampani a se on sign a e wo say within na enso on sign no o chere speaker say men sign.
Okay.
And I say, oh, Dick can catch a speaker say, oh, Mrano men sign, say, media common Council of State.
Okay.
Council of State, and Eko Druwa, say, Bibi wa Mrano, president fee say, I was here, Sesam. And as a Council of State for no fee say, Sesam. Omo yes, I input na president has signed their common speaker. And ye,
Jinaho, say, a situation a you woman, Obi say, court. Mama mpeni mfa nensa nsha ase kra nti in such situation and in this circumstance no enkoto ne pono so kra no no aka kire speaker sese waka say what can he or what will he do
me aba sa na akoye because won sani emra ne tie no enya could do president nimpe na time I started running.
Okay.
So nti me sure pa say president we ninsanya nkan ano enkodru ho esanse wo hwe reliefs na yewia na ode akokot na ode koe na o say yem prevent clerk no yem prevent speaker no from say omode bill no kra be kwakoto mampanyu ni because bill na nya kodru mampanyu ni ma sanya constitution na hye no ewo eto so within 7 days I was so yesi so call Council of State within 14 days I was so yes omo your corrections no omo the bar I was so sign and under article 108 some catch say 2 ways no omo at 108 na I was say speaker na say or share na say bill do omo the bar na be ma ebebo aban no eka and as the tax be aban no and as e be yi sika bi free consolidated fund no ma and it's all money baso name so or yes assessment we na say okay more aban ka nti enko so a ekoto mampanyin ni ma was all sign and oni mutumi bia so want means or obeka so one sign
okay but so, na me bisa say situation wo msesi say na sesi anu bibia nchechire mampanyin This court no we answer to say they are all canon.
Say nkodu n'anima agi say court ni wie. Enti ni eminim a meti he say sa you know ye akwakodu mampanyi anim anaso okasa say menje answer. Me pese me tie ne court
na.
Aha, enti say nyankodu n'anim dia ene process nim beginning.
Okay.
Me nyankodu n'anim dia e was say constitution no etwa so say ne.
Na sesi ade odi court no na e ka se nka Supreme Court de nka omo be kire constitution ni mu. But ne de enso ne se munsi clerk kra kwa me mo fa nko mampani o mama onyesi ase enye interpretation na o hwehwe
o interpretation na o hwehwe ba o hwe me o kana o say near parliamentary nyina no eye unconstitutional
enfa mamra no
enti memma process na ekoso no kra memma enkoso and unze court bia
the omoye no constitution hinfa no mabrichi
uhwe ne ayi a wa indicate na o say kwan a e wo say ye faso omo faso edi yes amra no o man faso sa
okay
na the argument pa ne say samra na o ma hyewe no ebebo aban ne ka because custodial sentences ne ade ewum enti nka wo say speaker no or yes our calculation there was any say nkoma sa bill no e pass through article 108
ebebo aban ne ka no pacho o kire de ebo ne ka no aduane ne de na bosia na ye behwere no
o sha ne argument ne say o sha e ka wom die tie bia custodial sentences especially custodial say ye di nkofo ko prison ne die ya ne ye be mo aduane edi e be pam atade ama o ma sha
o ya mesia basenka ya nya ne custodial na nka den na ye betumi aye na ye mra ne ma ho kwan se e be ye no asotwe foforo asen custodial na omo da afia ase dada na omo de enye ka na ebo ye no na omo si ba sibra na ye che omo no eno so de enye ka na ebo ye no o de ma me nko Reverend Dr. Kwabena Opuni Frimpong ya ene wono ene Chief Executive Officer Alliance for Christian Advocacy Africa. Da good morning.
Yo ya mejo so na meche onuan mo adwuma e fo ne watie fo ahefo nyina no pe.
Ye nyina nso ye je oso. Mo advocacy mu ye ni ye ni.
Ya yes da mo ati akwanya ye so ya no pa na nyame ma ya hoden a kakra bia ye betumi no na ya ye na mum esi edi e ho no kresa na ya hoden e betumi no na ya ye eno ne hia pa.
Okay. The entire busa sane se mre ya ebeyi ase nka advocacy no yesi nyankopon wodu obi a odibonye ni bia odwan ba akokro be kwa akotwe na ba nanso ase mra no eyi bi mu to twene ntina amafo ani abere so se yenye oman asofo na di asu nti mama mu mehihye mra bia eba be sa ase yenyina ye Christopher man yo se yi theocracy no kra menya ni twi kra papa fa utwisha wo wai na dreams afọ ne nso homa me kakra
yo ya wampa na twi hwaye den ama o de na afaba na ampa yesu nyame a odo enebonyefo
okay
na nso ompia onhye boni nkran tipo be kasa adum ntie ma boni noso na bio theocracy a wo pese ye kan maybe atwa Israel for say nyame na di wo mo so president di wo mo so hene di wo mo so mampani no ampa ne awo kan ya ampa na mo masama ye kan de enye theocracy asem na ye ka oboni be ka say ye national concern eye Ghana fo nyina wo hwe ade no enye yewura Sam George ni nuanom na sponsor bill enye ho na start ye na ewo ho dada in fact erade mfa ne cleanse ye man penny mills breso kwa na wo ho ofo na performance kasa kire UK Prime Minister ne fe emwa bi ode be ma ye no obeji na emom so de sa idea ye ka LGBT ye condition bata ho a onu so man penny onye enti asem we awo ho acha na nanmu ahemfo asofo nkramofo civil society groups muamunuanu media free eye Ghana for how na ye ka enye sabio so bi osofu bi na say ye de ne Bible ana ne Quran ehye obi so sa ware no a empanisi ade ayi obi fie ye no ɛsɛe obi fie nti saa deɛ na ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ nkurɔfoɔ amanso no yɛn ha yɛmpɛ ma yɛmfa mma ha mmara na ɛbɛbata ho no deɛ ɛyɛ bra na asɛ amamma bia na musifoɔ afiase abiebie offices yɛ nneɛma bi na amanfoɔ hu sɛ adeɛ yɛde ano na ɛka sɛnea obisa me sɛ nti advocacy yɛyɛ ne yie yɛde ano na ɛyɛ dede saa na sɛ nkurɔfoɔ bi wakokoduru a ɔmo bɛtumi abiebie offices ayɛ nneɛma bi nti yɛnya mmara bi a sɛ obi pɛ sɛ ɔde aduane fa yɛ ti kɔhyɛ yɛ ano a ɛbɛsi ne kwan but LGBT ni deɛ ɛyɛ Ghanafoɔ ne yɛ sunsun ɛna ɛkasa sɛ saa deɛ nyɛ no nti ne ɛkɔ so srɛ ɔmampanin ne nuanom nkɔm a yɛdi yɛate custodian yɛ ɔkɛsɛ bi obi kɔm de no kɔtwa bɔɔde aduru a yɛnya baabi de no ɛhyɛ so ɔnkɔda prison ɛkɔm na ɛde no yɛtumi tɔ ataadeɛ hyɛ no ɛtumi ma na aduane di na adeɛ a ɔman bi nyina soɔ ne abusua asɔre nyina soɔ ne abusua nkramo biara mosque bi nyina so nti wosɛe wɔ abusua a wama nyɔsɛm asɛe ne yɛsɔfo nipa ba ma sɔre ne yɛpɔn na efie a ɔmo kɔmu no efie na asɛe a ɔsɔfo wasɔre asɛe ɔhene biara ɔhenie no ne nyina soɔ wo foundation ɛyɛ abusua a wɔwɔ kurom hɔ kuro biara abusua atete apansam no na n'ahenie asɛe enti ya ɔmampanin na nkotodwegu fam yɛnsa da yɛnsa yɛm sɛ anka ɔmmoa na ade kura ne yɛn onyi ne firi hɔ ntɛm ɛsɛ yɛ firi n'ano yɛ a ɔyɛ sɛ Supreme Court asɛm wɔ hɔ no yɛ adeɛ ne yɛada ne NDC ne MPP ba ɔhwɛ Parliament a ɛyɛ unanimous ɔmo nyinaa na ɛka bɔ mu yɛ anka ɔmampanin ne ma adeɛ no national response na ɔma ne ho nyɛ ha ya
asesi ai baabi a aduro yi sɛ asɛ yɛakyekyere ne nsa ahyɛ boase o
ya sɛ yɛde gyawa na yɛde asoa o woyɛ ɔmampanin a sabio wa na ayɛ ɔmampanin yɛ ha wɔn mo frɛ no executive powers na mmom mfie nwɔtwe no ɛyɛ ɔmanfoɔ no sunsum ne yɛde agyaw ɔmapɛdeɛ ne yɛde agyaw enti yɛbɛkyekyere wo nsa gu w'akyi ɛberɛ a woyɛ nsɛnkyerɛnne bi sɛ adeɛ amanfoɔ no pɛ no wonyɛ titiriw saa berɛ yi a nkurɔfoɔ bi a bosea no yɛpɛ fi wɔm hɔ yɛ bosea o yaa ɔmo mfa nkyɛ yɛn yɛbɛtua ebi wɔ 30 years mpanimfoɔ ekura hɔ sɛ wɔn ewu kɔ no a yɛnte aseɛ no enkyiri ma ebetua saa bosea ne ho ensi ho enti so obi ka kyerɛ sɛ mema abosea na mmom ade a wɔawo kromfoɔ sɛ wɔn mpɛ no woyɛ ma wɔn abosea no ne mfa ma wa sɛnea 28 February Adekye Lamte Atipo yɛ asɛm a President Mahama kaeɛ no that cycle must be completed. It should not be broken.
Ghana that's a meteor said the anacha sempening for ni be a mind penning for Ghana or Moaba aka ama yehu. And this is the time I just a man penning so be Canada.
Young Capasa legacy will jama ya fiba kwakaya and Kadachi ni Gibis and Yama Ghana for the bodia bonitin pano and ka eka who say ono ni o man penia Ghana for nyina who is our be a kotope kum wopa yam peno. Nampo bra ye hunahuna ye send your chi to etre atipo any lamte any Adekye so ewo osubro no bi so womu anwan girama no kore no o mampani girama no kora daache anka ye de bekai no ya
na sesia ya ye de akokọ to ide si wo pe no kore no kora wontumi nyina ma no sa
when we get to the bridge yeah we will cross it.
We are on the bridge already. If it's a den whole court that we are on the bridge already.
There be bridge in it be and I have say omanpenino susu say mesai adie now for Supreme Court to cancel adie Parliament yeah no sayo na eno de ekobata Ghana for monchra me ni amenye. But see how there's a parliamentary MPP ni NDC ni independent candidate no. So Ghana for nyina candidate dia meme dia meye.
Okay.
Na Ghana democracy no enye me nko a enye parliament nko a judiciary no so e wo nefa. se do judiciary ni fa na omo say a but because the president can say me dey ne dey me nyansa ejisa judiciary na ye ne dey no a ya na ma me ka asama me ka president ni nya ne dey you know legislature na ye ne dey executive ni nya ne dey na ball no go through judiciary no ho na president e can say when we say ade a parliament here no me so e ba me hono maye na ebo mu yewura no mu e wo court no e na amanti Ghana for ye to ankomo no so na be wasama ubisa na ba na the president here ne say if you custody on me diplomatic power no ye no a also ye as a ye deviating fee ye human rights honor to chance for kakra
that's saying
your human rights record ye see home by your human rights record means say wo na wo pesa wo ba Ghana ha no ye Ghana ma wo sani a wo pe wo bra Ghana for no ye mpe wo pe human rights
said ya wuye de ene na no minu abema kwara ma fa analogy ni bi nka president onye ti say Pontius Pilate o si o media nka means high na mom se o manfo no mu nyina musise ya be ma mi hu ne hom fom so ba se musi ye nkobo na senua mu dia ye nkobo na senua
Pontius Pilate de no de ya na me yire afa na chikura beka se wa so da ye nti won hwe yie wasama o ka no ho
okay
nka fa we nka ho se Ghana for kasa nkremo for kasa na nanum ahemfo kasa enti so be pilot pilot ye ni bikura on kai se pilot na Nigeria ne kasa no betie ni a dede for no ye na on tie ni o man no so e kasa enhwe bontin suni 1983 kura Ghana ye survive ye survive COVID. This woman Penicas will be $3.something billion. No Minister of Finance at the memo command was ma on sign. Why you pay $3.something billion a year. Na more yakakra. Man penny within would that chinty. It's a kind of what me bought some mills. A bonny tape. So I say me wura. So what decide here when you ever butter and webia who menye. Na na don't kapasa. Emma Ghana minor that chinchima yebema na mo
na se de afutu ani susuye ni a chopa nyina achi wanti a mo beye den
yeah and sister Abro na me kan here no I will say bridge na ebi ho na I will still repeat it that when we get to the bridge we will cross it meaning say obeka say bridge na ye dru ni finfin dada let me say the democracy na ye
okay
enti asa Ghana ni bia di mraso
okay
Nemum Sagewe no enye mranti na yeye eyo man sunsun ti brofu bia we national anthem say nyame mo to resist oppressors rule no say ye ko true be bia nigiri sanu na ebeyi ne ho adi enti osofu bia mfiase entrete na safo ba so na oba nware be ma na monwo kramo nkyere na nanom nkyere na yemma nindia noso ye man India doso mpo na kobasa ye ni constitution Ghana ban amanu sunsun eni nyame ahoten ebe boa yen a sani yetimi gira independence atipo ni agete ni lampe gira ya obroni twi tuo kum won nanso ne na no ye di independence no say kobasa ye nya pani bia mpo enya kokodro amfa ne nsa anhyemre ya tia onyame no omai sunsun ne national anthem say nyame mo to resist oppressors rule no Ghana ni bia enfa nimdie ni nyansa ene mpaibo na sawarefo so obi ti mehu dia na me pesa me wari dia me ye bema na me tinka sa me nye bema bio na no Brazil bema ada ne ba ko wura bathroom Brazil ma pono na si ye nyam mrakura e do manyansa ni yesunsum ni nimdie ne nkyerɛkyerɛ pa ebegyina do nyame be ho amaye
yeah that's it Reverend Dr. Kwabena Opune Frimpong Chief Executive Officer Alliance for Christian Advocacy Africa Lawyer Edwin Masan Bawo asem no sesi ano ne fa kese na ne non custodial sentence ensese ye kase wo mu nkodam si ye pe wo mu ye pa na pacho wo ye mramu no ye wo san hyehyɛ ni wo mu a na nka mo betumi de ahye mmere ni mu ana
san hyehyɛ no onze mmere ya hye nyina ababesin ko nyina ye de ema parliament ena yes adwuma no omo committee a ewo nimdifo ansana ye be mmere no ye frɛ opinion from nipa a wo nim nioma bebre ansana mmere na be mu enti se at the stage a omo pass bill no so omo anfa nhyiemu and omo anwen se a non custodial sentence say nipa non kodefie ase na omo anfa nhyiemu a ene sa stage a yedru omo pass bill no eno de obi antimi nya hwehwe wo sha majority leader miami classmate afenyo market
okay
oka ho asem say onyaya na nka converting it to community service instead they say up to 3 years sentence.
Me as honorable because ehone so no yes emra no ewo mu say dia oye bie di owo act ni mu di oye gay no die court last week Dafia Makoba honorable o say no court betimi ama o fine ana so say obehwe na ebia se wo ye recalcitrant de ukoba na fe say sometimes de eye custodian kwampo no judge ne hwe ansa no aka say kodam mfie sei na emomu dia an option of paying a fine enim eye omo sponsor no advocate promoters no enti ehonum na said the honorable Dafia Makoche no ehon na ye honorable afenyo makina na ye me wa kakra I'm hoping say in the coming days onu so benya no ne atie ne side say obi o promote ade no na ya say hey wo pese wo ha ye makodemu a why is he fighting it
onenti a otimi say omo ye won say mama fatu
yes lawyer
say me lawyer ni say me ko ye bibia ewo mremu a say ye de me kokota ye betwema so mo say obi a ese ebia makola ma me bia onya sa mra ne hu nimdie no
if say otuzu say wo ese say wo
no say me hu
okay
so we obi a wo nimdie wo tumi wo sika wo position a was nka wo hu ne eye nanso no when ye chie na wo mom na wo promote ade na na cha say wo no ya wasi ye punish more than even nipa kura na oye na onu ebia onim nenti oye bi o say me su ni say bi mu kura say ye de wo omo so enti no omo no omo dwen ho say okay sa nipa na ni say ya punish no kura say nie ofu aso no a otie chire na o make sure say be
kodini sikeremu nti why should that one are na ho no be challenge amaye
a challenge because no ono reach nipa bebre
okay
so me na me say me ye na me me nko a na me yes ade no but say wo ujitum na promote na wo yeah na just say wo mom no wo twi nipa bebre
nti na me busa say nti say sa nipa no na ya ama no an option say ontua fine na ya see de na kotum a ade nti na ho na say ha yen say eh da bi me mama mfa na kotum ma no ntua fine
I mean minim nti a bi mo die
no si minim nti a bi mo
but bi mo so feel say a benyina and be movie say an infringement of inconformity human rights human rights of say yen discriminating against them say on grounds of gender on grounds of religion now chapter 21 of the constitution now what share freedoms be mo say breaking of right to privacy sani akoye obonze obi kra kotite dan akɔhwɛ sɛ obi ye gay ana obi nye gay ni ade enti sani mani nyina na omo ye against the bill no omo kan wasem but one say right bia constitution dia man no up to a certain level so o right no a beginning will be obi no responsibility because say why nye careful who this right in each year edi wo beka ko wie baby any say do
okay lawyer me basisi amayen call professor gachi ehoma minya ni full name ni nyina kama ye prof John Gachi, Dean, University of Cape Coast Business School. Prof, for the end day, this is my son for me pen kakra. No. Language challenge. Oh, na say chi no be dey enti obeputo oputoa na media batwi ne kakra enti e de be frafran so na yahwe. Prof, yeda ase anopay.
Okay, thank you.
And na chese still just a bro for no pay there just me masha me bro for nyina. So Prof, we are discussing the LGBTQI+. We know that per the law, you will say you are not a lawyer, it may not concern you. But now the economic twist that has coming, that's why we're reaching out to you that this argument of whatever support, loan that we are getting from IMF and World Bank, and we passing this law will have repercussions on that support. How do we go about this?
Well, I think loan agreements are legal contracts. And they have conditions.
Sorry, Prof, can you please speak up?
I'm saying that loan agreements are legal contracts.
Okay.
And they have terms and conditions. And those are the things that will bind the parties. And the IMF engagement and the World Bank engagement have no clause, have no terms, have no conditions regarding LGBT. Therefore, that will not be triggered to affect us in any way.
I see. So then why should the Ministry of Finance issue that statement or send that memo or whatever it is to the president? Don't they know?
Because they have turned themselves to become lobbies for the gay community. And it also indicates that there are people in the government who are not on the side of the citizens in passing this law. That is it about all that the finance ministry has done. Of course, the World Bank in particular has concern about the nature of LGBT law in countries across the world. And those concerns does not mean that we shouldn't pass laws. All that they were talking about that there should be in those laws some kind of protection and respect for LGBT community. And the law that are being passed indicate that Section 17 gives ample protection to the community. Now, if that ample protection is not enough, those are issues that will be raised with government and will be discussed as the way to know the way forward. But it does not crystallize into stopping a country from enacting laws to govern their society, especially to reflect the values that they aspire for themselves. Then again,
Prof, not to cut in, but I find it a bit worrying or baffling if you say that Ministry of Finance have turned themselves into lobbyists for the gay community. Really, they are public servants of Ghana serving the interest of Ghana, and they will feel a bit indicted by this statement, you know.
I think it is good for them to describe themselves like that. If a unanimous decision was taken in Parliament to pass a certain bill, with key members of the Finance Ministry as members of Parliament, what will trigger Finance Ministry to draft such advice to the President, if not turning themselves to become lobbyists for the gay community?
Well, maybe they were just doing their job to remind the president that we are actually looking for support, loan or whatever.
They are not doing any job because there's no threat to our finances. In fact, just yesterday, Uganda had approval of the IMF program. So, didn't they pass their law before us? Were their law not even more draconian than ours? So
are they then conjecturing?
Who?
The Ministry of Finance. Why are they conjecturing if it's so?
Well, I am aware that there are lobbies all around, and the lobbies only means that people with a particular interest are pressing on the authorities to accede to their wish.
So I'm aware that lobbyists are influencing anybody. They influence parliamentarians, they influence, well-meaning people in society to see whether they can accede to their position.
So it is never true that if we pass this bill, we may not get those loans.
No, because that is not a condition. And again, from legal point of view, as I'm aware, a law becomes law when it is assented to by the president.
Okay.
And the Supreme Court is called upon to interpret laws. So when the thing is not law, how can somebody go to Supreme Court for interpretation? So these are all issues that fall in line with the lobbying community. So that is it. And that is not to say that it is wrong for people who are calling for the protection of rights, the protection of the life of the gay community.
Okay.
They are doing something wrong.
Okay.
But it's only that as it is now, Ghanaians think that they don't want that to happen in their country. And again, in a democracy, the president follows majority view. The president alone cannot have a better view than the majority. So when the majority say this is the way we want to go, the president alone cannot stand on the way of those majorities.
Well, but the president is also, he has the responsibility of seeking the welfare and the interests of the larger group which he is leading. And he looking at it from the people you call lobbyists, Ministry of Finance. They are saying, look, you need money from these people. Look at it, as we're having the discussion, as we are on it now, somebody's message, the person is saying, you are importing all the time from these countries, you are using their phones, and you are saying that you will not recognize their rights.
I think that is just, I will not react to that. What I'm reacting to is what democracy is. Democracy is when the people take a decision. That decision must be respected, and a president must respect the decision of the people of a country. His view alone is not supposed to turn the law around. That
okay.
is again, the assenting also have a legal process.
Okay.
If the president thinks that he doesn't want to sign, there is a process of dealing with that. The process of writing to Parliament, and also the Parliament also has the process to follow whether they accept the position of the president or not. So these are legal processes which have not yet ended. So why would somebody think that we need to stop these things by the Supreme Court?
Okay.
So that is problematic.
Prof, thank you so much.
My statement would have been different if we were to have, let's say, 40% minority of Parliament agreeing to it, and the 60% majority have agreed. Then the discussion would have been different.
Okay. Prof, thank you so much. We're grateful for your time.
Thank you.
Prof John Gache, Nidia ni epesie huwa no se yesika sem sadie krata na onabo Ahmed Ibrahim se o no mo de boaboa de aboa nipa na o de kokota na onu chire mu nanso Adekye no na yenim se Ministry of Finance na kai mampani se hwe o ye koje bosia enti hwe de ebekọ akosie Prof Gache se enye nokre mosia ya koje bia ne de ye agye bia no enti ase apam no saa gege sem ne ho nhyehyeye no enim enka ho na Ministry of Finance fo no na ayese omu na agya omu eku ama gay community no enti obrofo de ma omu se omu ye lobbyist na msi oh obede aka ne sa wo se anade omu ye di asemu ni fie no omu pese omu kokra asem de be die se ne na chese sa ne be ye beko Prof Vladimir Chidanso na nso me lawyer nso pese hoko cause onu so wo meeting on se ne de me simpuni ye bo pa enti lawyer before ye ne Prof Chidanso be wie no ye hwe ne se nanka anase akachi se ye betie nanka custodial sentence asem no ni ape ba bi di ahye
Parliament every na juma o ma pass bill ne ebeye din agi say a co-president ho
okay
na president so the comma council of state for na council of state for to parliament for say okay momfa non-custodial sentence emfa nshemu eno ne sa no say president nya kasa mrane say was a parliamentie
okay
na omudi shem
na say na ko betumi asusu ne sa sen say obeka say me twen di okokot be kwawie no
nyama bebre ho anka ebetumi aye
I see. Enti sesia from legal point of view no emrano ne shebere te saying
emrano kunkon ho say omudi asem na ko Supreme Court enti e twan hwede Supreme Court beka say ne mi hu no me nya sure say bill na koda president enim because say ne me kan no enya koda nenim pa na emre na start account because e bedru nenim I was say within 7 days or yes and within 14 days or a core council of state where omodi amendments the bread parliament na parliament sign and because omoye no under section 1 article 108 just say be done in my was sign
okay
nti no ye twan ahwe
the ABC enye ye wa twan ye mu de ye na lawyer Edwin Kusiapia ase na ye ni no enyo no so kokot nti na ye nkwa ahoma ne so va zoom ye nsa aka prof Vladimir Enchidanso ya oye international relations expert and oye dean Ghana Armed Forces Staff and Command College na ono so yenhwe se president statement no na about yene amanonefo yenkita hodie ene ya yonkofa. Prof, good morning.
Good morning.
Anope ye dase pa.
Good morning ehwe nyina so achi.
Ye nyina ye je oso na yenkomo no ye LGBTQI+ ehon nsemi baabia wodi abepie mu no eyese krata efri mampani ho ba na wotwe mu no wo kaso eyemanimasem semra bi sei na emomemra na medru me pono so na nso matise Ghana ni bi asem fa ne ho se ode kokot enso yenua no mu a amanamamufo a ye ne mu wa yonkofa ani twaka no munim Ghana se ye de yemfa nipa fa hodie ani agro enti mon kama komantum yem muntwa makomantum yem ye na yachi enchwemo ekho kakra no Ghana fo bi ani obi anti ase bi se anti ye na yachi nkyere amanone ne ye nanfofo na ye Ghana fo de ye beda ye chi akire wo mo ana
omanpani nsam a wo kan ne kwanso ano na ne say se ye democracy dia na ye democracy any ubia democracy ne ye dwen ho
okay
say mrahye bedwafo no de emra bi aba a so de din hyase nanso amanone emra emma ho kwan a president wo kwan so ofa so no ma ye parliament no esan hwehwem
okay
sanso na ye emrahye bedwafo no so se bibi to sin ewo omanpani de no so a they also have to they can come back into we no opa kire amanonefo no say moda montomobo na ne ewo ye democracy no say institutionally based obi di asem no court kire say emra na obdi aba no kra no eni ye constitution bo abra enti bia mon twen na menhwehwe anu mu ansa enti so ka ne saa na no nkire say wato krata na atwene ana say emra na eba na atwene na mom ne atisa nka ye ma amanonefo no ti ase ne say se ye kan si democracy dia na say ye nyina nya global democracy. Democracy is choices ni awope and awofa
okay
enti say America for per x na ye per y yen choice no so there must be global democracy agi say ni ye no eto global emrabi I say United Nations Security Council emrabi United Nations General Assembly mrakra de when you so ye fa onko ba bia na Security Council de two idwade a ene so enso obusu enti no yentwen ne yenhwe Supreme Court minim na maintain kai kosi say omanpani de tudwa na say ampa so obi de asem no ko Supreme Court de a na say yetwe because ye democracy no ne nkurata ba ko no say wonti asem bi ase a ese ohwe na embra no eye adwuma ti yentwen na mom if I should shoot ahead one radio station ebusa me ibi na me kire say ebe yi a anka Ghana enye oman a edi nkan pa de kire say LGBTQI nonsense no enye human right asem wo define human right there de bia ebedi for enye human right asem kura yare infirmity bi ade bi a eto sin was sankrofo na omo was a feeling no nti ese ye boa de den yesa omo yare sembrashe bejafo de fasa kwano so anko bia ni wa obetumi atuni na ati asa de we nsan say yare dia na esa ba hwe ne den yesa omo yare na what the kofa say human right and then you have to fight to show say enye human right nti
omu de shemu se obi owo sa tebe animu no opese onya emwa ne nsesan ya obetumi ahwehwe ama oman ne so aboa no sa kwan ne so omu de wo anhye na anka no set right na mo omu se yabusua ne ya mamre ne ya ni ye mu no enye fe enye odoma nkoma hyehye enu no wo omu esusu se da bi o mu kan sanso ene na mu tietie bi mu fa ahodie so no omu na wo mu de right no aba ho
na me church them say wo kan right there na ye kokon wo right one so na since when did feelings become a right wo mu all the rights of the world first generation of right second third generation they have all those rights na right a one person de kan say they have a right to determine their sexual orientation. Say a biological year yenim say male female no de omo nyentum
okay
and if ye ni how wade ekukura say ye si ano ne say o ba no ye bema untumi kan che oba no so ye bema wo momra ba kunu no ma kwada na anyi no on kire so ye bema na o oba and ye mo kwanu mo propagate this year preaching this and na ne ye culture you know ebo abira no
okay
and unti na make say see the shame say any right there na anke no mu ntokwa bia any right it's not a human right issue secondly near how only the criminalization say obi wo feeling bi wrong feel obi gina also oyo office oyo ba nso oyo bema eno no ye say yare a na ye sa na yare
okay
na mom ye man kwan so on preach sa de na de na me de me fam de na enye right bia say ye bestow on them say it's a right.
Okay.
Many will see me aba.
Yes.
So see how feel say we a vice president of America. It's your feeling. What you want now? What you say? Into kasa say vice president of America. And into me say man who can now call America ko campaign na. When did feeling become a right? Into a san camera show your phone. E be ya aman san fan ko any yamra no makwan. Get this bill back to Parliament to consider decriminalization, but consider it as something wrong with them to be treated.
As
20 years ago, about
sort of.
What's it?
As a yare bisa nunti.
As a yare. So let's help them instead of putting them in prison. Prison or crap worse.
Na prof se meka o kakra na nse ya na ye decriminalize sade no enka obi yes wo committee suicide ya when yan committee suicide no kra no na ye criminal o say ye crime o obetimi akohu afiase.
Yes, attempted suicide a crime. A crime. But any feeling eno so ye yare say to me esa o mo yare. Now, this kind of people having the idea or your bar testosterone level too high, and you know feel so a bema. Now, once I'm on for a second for my education no cost because then South African semenya oba or no nim so oba the features ni epi say I say the testosterone level are very high. They are subjecting this girl to all kind of humiliation, and he's a very good athlete. And the racist people who cry, I see a man into because I saw a bema. No. So no, the feeling is all your so why are they not allowing her? I earn a right. So these are some of the things say to me. Say, LGBTQ, Q na open cry a queer. So be so a queer there. You bring the person to normalcy. So our dispensation must show say any human right issue, a feeling issue, and if the feeling which is a queer feeling, then we must cure them.
Okay.
Eti mbrano anka say they must be, they say just sentence. Ewo krobia so a who was ayare ni bia. Either see a chiwa yemfa wonko ho ne yensa oyare. Anase wanka sa obetu anamon akọ ho ne yasa oyare rather than putting you in prison.
Okay.
And no man for bia ni ho kwan say na even ye criminalizing nukrai, it's of no right of any country to tell us what to do. Na ayeko ba say de bia yekuta pra ye nam ne yesresre omununti sabi ensamfu bia no mo ka kire no mo threaten. This is a kind of gunboat diplomacy. One year we are me here we see. Let us be firm and let the whole of Africa be firm.
I see. Ehone eba wo no se yenye support. I mean yenye island. Yenye omudi nkita, yenye omudi dwa. Emra iba ye ana se bill da so aye bill ya ye hwe se be ye law ya ye twen. So me hwe se o tibia na o kenkan bi various tweets ni social media commenter to say Virginia Palmer US ambassador yi culture ye any ade. Enu no omo nso omo sha omo ni yen enkita de wo international relations mo no we na ye be kan say
why should LGBTQ be a variable in my relationship with other countries? Mi di mi banku ene mi kokonte wa ha wudi samolina any apples ni ade wa buruchiri mi hia wa apple no bia no mabeto wo hia mi banku no bia beto wo mpese oto a na bia mi obibia. So I don't see why this issue should be a variable at all in the determination of our international relations. Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Oshebia, say enye anything I see is original. Oshekesi bia proya pa. Ya nhwe di say na mini ye nyina betumi adan Europeans. Ye nyina betumi adan Americans. The baby Americans share their ecology and everything is different. And so they can't tell us what to do. I say Obiana air condition or Africa because America snow or honey in the snow. By force na air condition more here Moscow. It doesn't make sense. We are na bomb me we are na aye afan yi enamfo bi a chese me namo a mentie awia no. Nti denti no no a wo snow no no e be kire me awia ho nsem. These are some of the things. And I can say the specificities of our countries, create the condition for our choices. And also they create their own choices. We don't tell them what to do. So AU, ECOWAS, and that's what we must stand firm to protect our culture, to protect our specific nature.
Okay.
Yanyane sadia, and your china meneo, Bibia ebedi, Bibia ebeshen, Bibia, no mbaka say, fa, yansu ni ye ni bi na de bia wo kokre free omo reason nti a ye economics ni bibia enkoso no e sa situation a de bia ye sro se o wanya omo ma iska omo ma ye visa omo ma ye wanya visa nko obi kro so a ade ukro ni ho nti we must stand fair.
Prof enti we se emrai eba enya nsunsuanso bia wo ye ne wo mo ayonko fam ene wo mo bosi o mo de boye ni ade.
And Susan de Benya say Biana say Omafi threatening ye.
Okay.
Na o bisase Ghana ambassador ewo America watumi akọ White House da akọ kekan se bia chiro na yesiana American ambassador to me wura ye president to me wura bia to me ye press conference no chire na yenye. It's not correct. It's not correct. UN law be anywhere chire say America will right so no ye gendarme police or police world democracies. And America say, LGBT is specific to Western countries, Australia, Canada, especially, and Netherlands and other places. Now, didn't you say me kokofa? Say me analogy be bigamy. Me wa yiri me san ware yiri foforo na me register no kan ho a matumra yetumi de me to afias. And so yen amamre akan amamre abinim no utumi ware yiri no bebre. On senia Ghana by ehun se saade no bigamy ni ade na ye de NTP NDC law 111 settled that issue quietly. Marry but register all of them. Anything America said, this LGBTQ, we must take a certain specific stand to neutralize all these things. Bigamy no one no yeah to just say plain, yeah they polygamous.
Okay.
And you know, PNDC law 111 allowed you to marry as many wives as you can, but register all of them. Muslim so to be married for, it is in their culture. And so Obiba say Muslims mo worry for ti me no any dwa nyansa be na wo sa de we mu. Enti na me ka say ebe yi a gaye mrahye bedwa for mo san hwe law yibiem. We improve to the world say we have our own way of handling issues. Esu so the area ebenya instance obi ani abro obi a me we free country no na say country I'm say Liechtenberg or Liechtenstein or Austria, so I've forgotten which of the countries. I'll do the research later. Prime Minister no ne yiri ebema ono ne yiri no mu abodi sepra. So we anihwe now see yemfa eno ne yemfa mu yemra na no na ye democracy. Minu anoma protest this LGBTQ law no a lawyer for ne intellectuals be account. They should rethink. They really should rethink. Of course, I'm against the criminalization, but I'm not against a law making sure that we don't propagate this thing in our society. I'm not against it. We can have a real look at the law, but not throw it away.
Okay. Enti yebeye ne dan na ewo amanonifo no anim efrise wo hwe mampani krata na eba ye no a wo bo ma no ho ba se mamonwe ho mamomane nhamo ase eha omo te se dia ye no ye nkura sesem kane na ne wo madwen se yatimua so nsoroboa ne nkatia no enti omo po ye so na ahia ye mpo nti yemfa nkrofo fa hodie enye adwuma ye dan ya so aye ne wo mo a nti ye be dan na ye ne o mayonkofa no be ye kama yenso ye benya ye mra na ye yatena se nipa ye na na amaya ye wo wiase
se wu mu ho a wa yonko oni obia ayonkofa no enye equal ayonkofa de mutual respect na wu mu ho na da bia o yonko an ne fa ayonkofa da bia o dictate chire wa se no so nyefe na anye bia wo yonko na sa we interest no onu ntie na ne wo dia ne so hye wa entumi nyai nti nkrofo a mo se yetietia o mo fa ahudie so no fa ahudie be ne yetia so usu firi sa wo ye be ma me se wo nye be ma che ne awiasi se nyankopon na ebo e se unyi nyankopon ndi kura ye wo the male sex and the female sex. And I will say, who feel say we are the opposite. When all your features are the opposite. Say, Yama for who say feel that way, but you say, can we help you to come back to normal? Other than that, nothing. Yakra say, at the end of the year, for who dear, one person with tietia so. Say, one who preach me bar the 8-year-old daughter. Onim say, or again, Timam dressing a girl on 1 year, no were choosing the sex. And we money for who air for that chain. Enti wom for who wom see tietia so me mentias here. And unti na yen say ye ne wom ayonko fa be ye esi egina pinti ne kire plain say wom suman abrofu suman west, especially west wom suman no en camera nyansa bi anim. We must stay firm. Ye Ochi enhu adukro no order.
Okay. Na prof mpacho eya yete kasa gay community omo so omo ye association bi omo ye oman bi omo ye kro bi omo so ye ne omo wo nkita hodie ana
bo bi I will say
eya yete brofo gay community omo ye oman omo ye association omo ye angle of you and ana
gay community ni here to say me a footballer no be a footballer or might be so be a football team say football community or might be anywhere a friend the gay community asudi yibia beisambia FIAC say sodomy this kind of gay life oba ware oba obema ware obema eni niema tetete sa no and say abrofunu bi efi ase be 20-30 years ago to come out first say obiya disie no mo disie nti now they are able to go to court to say it's a human right yani antum say a human right and answer na failure all global institutions are being coerced say WHO I declare say yare na WHO say a human right United Nations say jiatum obiya jiatum gay community na ye can they are a very small part of the world. So why should they rule the world? Na nyebia minu aba, yeje asimi adie tum, ni ya manufa wiasi nyina, tene wiasi nyina. Ochina, armed robbers community, right. O filise debi onko bokro, no onkum nipa. Omusu ade no mu ni right. Ade na pedophiles. Nipa omo checheche nkwada, eto omunane ade no. They are called pedophiles. These pedophiles, I don't know their own right. Oh, sorry, and quite a na corner chain, the young one on any pedophiles. I don't know what the mom point. Incest. Mini about you now, a mini about me new free of Nubacum, near Doya who you feel for ourselves. Namino Koda, you say a crime. I then as our community now war a India, woman human right, a feeling. My name is sister, a feeling no, my name is papa. Meneme maame. So why is that a crime? Now where the end crime? It's the anxious idea because you open the Pandora box. You open the gate for all other people to say, Mimi feel you know a human right. And American armed robbers grab it to me a gang up together throughout the world. Like I say, it's our human right to gang up. So we must be very careful the way we are treading.
Nanso mayati asese say ni ye hihye ye mra no including wonsusu ye no a eno enche se ye ni amanonefo ye nkita hodie no ebese wo kwan bia aso
debi ense wo kwan bia aso ye ma mo kwan a eno mbese ye ma mo kwan a so let's stand firm Uganda ye say ma mampani ntukwa ye o nwuye Uganda ministers ye nwuye then Zimbabwe, the same problem. Inti amai mako Africa 55 no. Obia shene sapo munsuo de jina firm say Africa no to LGBTQ. We best stop on because we are part of the world and we must stop anything that will kill the world.
Prof, wait a minute, Africa countries, 55 no. Emu sign na omo aji gay semiatum. Emu sign so na omaye mrase we enka ye nhihye ye ho ne amamre ho ye mfa nye adwuma.
Mi nim do domin to me kind of offhand, but ankura bi Uganda na edi kan, Zimbabwe enyi ntumwe. Ene na am say Kenya and South Africa they are wavering. Na ne omo hwehwe titiru ene Ghana. Unya Ghana democracy akoye the beacon for everything in Africa. Ti omunya Ghana na ejinamu o Ghana ebefa Africa nyina ebebunga mienso. Na ye misa ye ho say America for ayonko pa wo wiasim number 1. Enye Great Britain o, enye Canada. Saudi Arabia. Kamala Harris eba Ghana. Na me kra na mi ni ha no but me share yi wo TV so say na ogina ho no wo kire ye man penny say LGBTQ no de okwan bi asoma ne mra ade no wonko Riyadh nonko kan kire Saudi Arabia king ne say LGBTQ no okwan bi asoma po Saudi Arabia for munyintum ade nonko Bahrain nonko kan we ade nonko Kuwait Qatar una fufu atwehia o Muslim world no oil jiremu pa o metumi no o de esie ni say mwanya ame ntomo oil ade na Ghana kitiwa yi no mani abre ho dendende ye misa ye ho san
prof wona e betimi abusa wona wuti international relations Ghana Nigeria for cra pass wo mo de anya asem Senegal de anya ade na Ghana de na ye ho sa de anya wo mo
ya gugu ye ho obunya Ghana is a launching pad to conquer Africa. A big launching pad to conquer Africa. And to say ye ntoma bo woni a ye bim se wo mo agia tum se wo mo ma emada Senegal, Nigeria. Ne untumi mfa we nko those countries. Ye no mo nkan mom. this fight.
Okay. Prof no pay ye beda wase papa me da se.
Yes, that mean
you.
Na more emra ensentrofo ne senkrafo nso. Momwa na womo ye campaign do LGBTQ is a strong force. Very strong force. Omweska eniska nti mo ensentrofo ne ades mo men koy asun say enye bibia ne friend human right. Professors na say human right no. I don't know. But me from there say yenso ye share sapo musuo ne enum disi ani excess enye human right asem yare yensa omo yare.
Hey, I said we out there, Jay, dear. You knew about Kuna court to know.
Well, the answer court anywhere. The answer Supreme Court.
Yeah, Prof. Yedasi Papa, Professor Vladimir Chidanso, Dean, Ghana Armed Forces Command and Ghana Armed Forces Staff and Command College, and international relations expert ono na ne wi mpuni so se obekaya ye shase and lawyer Edwin Kusi Apia, private legal practitioner no studio, and Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim MP Banda constituency no so studio, and Honorable Sheikh Arimiyal Shaibu Kasama former national chief imam Dr. Sheikh Osman Sharabutu oba homane so Professor John Gachi enso eba homane so, and Reverend Dr. Kwabena Opuni Frempon oye CEO Emma Alliance for Christian Advocacy Africa ono so eba ahomane so ni nyina eni se various sectors anase baby ana emre ni ho nsem ekeka kono enti ena na esese wo mu nyina wo mu wo ehun nimde no ye ni wonum edi nkomo nanso uhwemu a omu won susuye kakra wo mrane ho ebia baby ate say Prof Vladimir Chidanso say o say say ye ka say ye di nipa ne kotum asotwe no eno wo ho kakra ehun haw kakra nanso mrana nkasa said ye tie people nani eji ho Sheikh say ye Ahmed Ibrahim say ye Prof John Gachi say uni oman any IMF say World Bank konti ase apama kwaje bosen a gege sem enkan hyehye ne ho to no de akra de osigama ase o hwezi kasem so no opeso wo ye ne ho sa achiame hin o sa achiame hin ma lobbyist de emasage community no efise emamu ho ba bia enti majority of yen guests no anopai ni susu se sense sai kakra no obeye wo mra ni mu a esese wo ye nanso esese yenya mra ne yeti ase se ye wo amamra ni amane lo ya so me yeti ase se yetimi gina ya amamre so ehemra wo che se wo amamra nim baby a ye gina so de ye mra no sources of law article 11 our constitution ni mu no akire ni nyina se yen customary laws no so yetumi gina so enti obi ka che ye se mo gina amamre so ahemra emamu ho a ene na che so manfo mo amoti wo mpanimfo no anum ena se me fa hunde no akasamafo nyina se ye feeling Sheikh ne kan sem bia ye me de wo say ye secular state no and as theocracy does not mean godlessness. Enti say nye sofu ne die so nye imam bi ne die so enye sheikh bi ne die so enye ekonfo bi ne die so no enso nkyere say ye nyi ni se nyame wo ho na ne nanka ya say God bless our homeland Ghana any your constitution we the people of Ghana in the name of God no I where constitution no nso na ewo mu say enti che say argument no I very interesting me ankasa my enjoy me hu me ogidie say onso wa enjoy hu wasua bibi afimu awofo mum ena mo so asodie da mo so say ujai wo ba obi be kire no dia wompe esese wo to bo ase kire wo ba amamre ni amane enye se yesi ye ka twi ntie ye nkurasefo ebe kakra ebe ka che se twi no kra ye ka no yenya ye krom kasa no ka na eno nso no e obi right wo ba o se enfremi ya mpacho twen mi nyinia ni nyina e ka sa LGBTQI asem no a ye ka no eho nti se wo ne wo ba wo fi a de wo pese wo ba no ye no wan kire no a wo kwa abonten a obi be kire no na se ya nhwe nso na ya ma ye ni amere a na ya nhwe amamra na anye mra won be hihya mayen emra bia ni ho nipa dodo nyina beti ase na mum for the greater good and for the majority nti se kakra bi de se yemu omfo omo de ne mehye hwini ya no emfa mehye ya ni ase na ye de ne de me yenka on this one ene yentimi nye neutral sensem choni bi no de court no ti unu aba ya de me de wo sa case we de me neutral nye yi me neutral nye na wa hwe no fo se de nyame ahyehye no wo beda be sori da kro na me fi me yonko ba no adan a ehọ na matenka wo maame munwi asemi hu nananom munwi hu biem wo munwi hu biem na munwi nhwe ne yie ne enka ne yie na yeti aye so bia ba efenya amamre ni bi no amamre ni bi no ya ma ya ni amre ya de kom ni ohia ne ahokyere na se ese asumasi ankwanoma kwadwantwi mistake ma nya mi hira ankwanoma ma de asayon ankwanoma se ne kakra wo de bebre ye nti yema ye ba ye da sorry da kura kwada ne so dia hey don't call me ya minyi a mechero de fremie afi di oba ma be call oba aja nan so adanya matinka ne se me ye oba no di kwakudo nsuro sister na nim den don krin na ukuto aja nan so anu wo de aba ho ya nya ne kanje bi ebe ha enti ya me adoma wo anya kwan ahwe bia Ejwada eya hwe repeat ni bi ewo United Television so na nyame adomo a adekyenhwa besia abajwada ye da ye nails and beauty ase medana se wo mitia osiesie mami obetumi ama wahwe wo no osiesie usa na onso ho ayefe se wohwe na se wani age ho a na wafre no 055 3738201 055 3738201 na watade shemu so de enoa eni kuyaskis ena wajujimi fefe no enti me kanfo kuyaskis amount so watade shemu so de enoa eni kuyaskis friend 020-836-4729 obesoto out simple cra kuyaskis medawasi papa enesa meja me mane ba ku birthday ewum nka obesu pa ene eyureku birthday na oreku so abrofu din die mentwen na onyi a wa kire me se de ebo no sezezi ano ase de yebewo mu anu no enti Renard oreku twene a wo sunyane oreku at one oreku ye ma happy birthday why papa ne nana ne o papa ne wo mama mu nyina ne wo aunties ne nyina uncles obia senyi na be yo penimpa ne mu mfa hwe otim so wo ye obema a wuti adua enti de anu a ne benyin na watenka no ewo ba ho na eni obema ho why pacho yakra mani o ya me ya do we jada adekye show abesiaba yakramo